What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be looking at Blake Martinez, inside linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to be watching his game against Denver, obviously. A lot of people have requested this. In my Darnell Savage video, a lot of people mentioned wanting to see me look at Blake Martinez, so why not? So, yeah, let me just go ahead and get right into this. He's right over here, number 50. So let's just go ahead and do this. I'm going to slow it down, though. On this first play, he's obviously in zone right now. One thing I like is the second this running back comes away from the line of scrimmage, Blake Martinez's eyes are on him, and he's just going to go straight to him. I'm not going to slow it down from here. He's going straight to him, and he's just going to wrap him up. Very good tackle. Blake Martinez is a fantastic player. Very, very underrated. Actually, yeah, let's watch from this angle. Yeah. Hold up. I'm going to find the next play, and I got to deal with my cat real quick, so hang on. All right, so on this one here, he's lining up right here. Yeah, go ahead and slow this down. Slow it down once the play starts. Okay, there we go. He's keeping his eyes on the running back. He's not over pursuing right now. He's just keeping his eyes on the ball carrier just like he should and waiting to see exactly what direction he's going to go. The running back does probably take the right hole. I mean, honestly, he probably could have cut up here and gotten some yards. It probably would have been better for him, but not looking at the running back right now. He's going to bounce it outside, and because Blake kept his eyes on him the whole time, he's in the position to make the play, and he's just going to do that. Good tackle. Also, there's another part of that. He gets blocked, but even as he was getting blocked, he kept his eyes on him the entire time, and that's something I love to see from a linebacker. Watch. Even as he's getting hit, he still has the awareness to get his eyes around and make sure he finds that running back. Let me go ahead and show it from the other angle, right here. Very good play. The eyes are, in my opinion, the most important part of an inside linebacker. His ability to read his keys and be able to tell what the offense is trying to do. That's what lets him get into such good positions to make very good plays. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and find the next play here. All right, so on this one, you'll see. Go ahead and slow it down. He's keeping his eyes on Joe. He does look at the receiver here to see what he's doing. He's going to run that way, but once he's coming out of his zone, he just decides to keep his eyes on Flacco. Now, he doesn't have any receivers that he's responsible for. No one's in his zone currently. So right now, he's moving a little bit this way to, so he can't get the easy throw to Emmanuel Sanders here. That's a very good way of closing passing lanes. But he's also keeping his eyes on Joe in case he tries to run. And Joe does exactly that. Joe's going to scramble, so he's going to flip his hips and change direction, and he's going to go straight at Joe Flacco. And he's pretty athletic getting there, too. He's pretty quick. I mean, he's not one of these like super athletic linebackers, but he's not slow by any means either. Most of his plays come off of his awareness. Let me show from the other angle. Very good play. Very good play. Packers seem to run a lot of zone. I noticed that with Darnell Savage as well. Let me go ahead and find the next play here. All right, so on this one here, he's again going to be dropping back into zone coverage. He's right here. Let me actually take that back and slow it down. He's right here, number 50. Even though he's on Emmanuel Sanders, look where his eyes are. He's keeping his eyes on Joe Flacco the entire time. That's very smart football, keeping his eyes on Joe, especially in zone. But once he comes out of his zone, he lets him go, and that's good because that means he's in position to take the other receiver when he gets this easy pass. All right, I'm going to let it play at normal speed and let it go to the other angle. I usually just don't like showing this angle too much because you can't really see as much, so it is what it is there. But I figured I'd show it. Let me go ahead and find the next one here. All right, on this one, he doesn't do bad. He does make the tackle, but there is something I'd like to point out that I'd like to see him do a little bit better at. But it's something he's already done well at the rest of the game, so can't be too critical. He just didn't do it as good on this play. Packers are in a zone. Actually, no, they might not be. Yeah, they are, actually. Looks like they're in like a man zone type scheme. Yeah. But Phillip Lindsay's going to come out. But one thing I'd like to see from Blake Martinez is as soon as he sees Phillip Lindsay, I'd like him to get a little bit closer to him. The second, who's that, Emmanuel Sanders? That receiver there, as soon as he's away, so he doesn't have to worry about him in his zone anymore, I'd like to see Blake Martinez to break toward Phillip Lindsay because he's wide open if Joe sees him. And as you see, he makes the play. He ends up making the tackle, but if he would have read that a little bit faster, I feel like he could have stopped that play before it really got going. I'll let it play from the other angle, like I have been. But I don't even know how much you'll be able to see from this. Actually, no. You'll be able to see pretty much everything because second quarter it's flipped. Yeah. Really, though, what it is they just found a hole in the zone. There probably wasn't a zone right there in the middle, so that's really not on him. But it's just his eyes have and his ability to read his keys. It's been so good so far that kind of disappointed me a little bit. So yeah, let me go ahead and find the next one. All right, so on this one, he's already back to making good reads. He's right over here, lining up on the line of scrimmage, faking like he's going to blitz. But he's actually going to drop back. He's keeping his eyes on Joe, but now he sees that the running back is starting to pull out. This is exactly what I wanted him to do before, but it does look like they're in man coverage, so that's probably why. But this is kind of what I wanted to do before when Phillip Lindsay was coming up the middle. I think that's Royce Freeman, that running back there. But he's going to see him before Joe even makes the decision. He's just going to go straight at him, making a good read. Let me rewind it a little bit and let it go full speed. So you can just see the burst. He sees it, and he's just going to go straight for it. Make a solid tackle in the backfield, and it's actually going to be a loss of yards. Very, very good play by Blake Martinez there. Let me go ahead and find the next one. Forgot where my damn screen recorder was for a sec. All right. So on this one, there's quite a bit of traffic, but just like before, he keeps his eyes on the ball carrier at all times, and that's something I love. His eyes are just fantastic. They really are. His ability to read his keys and knowing what the offense is going to do, it's just fantastic. Look at this. Even through all this traffic, this lineman is trying to square up with him, but right now he's not even looking at this guy. He's looking at Joe and the ball carrier. And he's going to find a way to get past the offensive lineman there. And he's just going to go straight into the gap. But once he sees that the running back's coming out this side, he's going to break back and get in a position and make a good tackle. Very good play. Very good play by a very good player. Let me show from the other angle. This actually might be better. Just going to let it go full speed. I love smart linebackers. I really do. I just love smart linebackers. Let me go ahead and... Alright, on this one, more of the same thing. And actually, Darnell Savage gets in on this, too. I made a video on him before, too. That's actually the reason I'm making this one, because people on that comment section kept asking for Blake Martinez, so I'm doing it. Wasn't planning on doing any Packers that weren't rookies, but hey. But yeah, he's, even though he's blocked, this is something I've been saying already. Even though he's blocked right now, he's staying patient. He's not going to shed this guy right now because he needs to read the ball carrier and where he's going. But he's already starting to move this guy that direction. And then he's just going to disengage with the offensive lineman. He's just going to disengage with him, and he's just going to go straight at him. Darnell Savage is the one that first makes the contact, but Blake Martinez helps wrap him up. So, very good play there. Very good read. Very smart football player, like I've been saying. Let me go ahead and find the next. All right, so on this one here, I'll just let it play, but I'll slow it down so y'all can see it. He's lining up right here. Since they got Denver backed up, he's going to be blitzing here. He's going straight at that gap. He's going to get a little bit blocked here, but he's going to disengage. He's going to turn around. He's going to find the ball carrier, and he's going to help bring him down. Very good play. Let me show from the other angle here. Actually, we'll keep it slowed down so we can actually see it a little bit better. It was pretty jumbled up. You really couldn't see it before. Okay, they're taking a while. Noah Fant going in motion. Here's Blake Martinez. Yeah, he's going to run into the fullback / tight end. I don't know who 83 is. But yeah, he's just going to get right off of him and make the tackle. Very good play. Very good play. Let me find the next one. All right, so another really good read on his part. Let me slow it down. He's lining up right here. A little bit of a counter here. Faked like he was going to go to the left. But he's not tricked by it by any means. He kept his eyes on him the whole time. And one thing I like is now that he's about to engage with this blocker, he's already putting his hands out to try to get inside, to try to get into the offensive lineman's chest. Where this offensive lineman's messing up, he needs both of his hands out in front to try to block Martinez, but Martinez takes advantage, gets both of his hands inside, which is something that a lot of defensive linemen aren't good at doing. And he's going to use that to be able to quickly disengage, push off of him, and he's going to be able to wrap up Royce Freeman because of it. Very good play. Very, very good play. I love linebackers that are able to get their hands inside of blockers' chests because, like I said, there are a lot of linemen that aren't good at doing that. A lot of players in the NFL have been taught some really bad habits on offense and defensive line, but he's been taught very well. And it's apparent. Let me go ahead and run this full speed. Oh, I love a good linebacker. I really do. Oh, let me find the next one. All right, more of the same here. Lining up right here. I'm actually just gonna let this go full speed. Then I'll bring it back, slow it down. Um, like I've been saying throughout the video, he's keeping his eyes on Flacco right now. The second he sees that the ball is in the running back hand, I think that's Royce Freeman, he's going to keep his eyes on him. Again, he gets his hands inside on the offensive lineman's chest. That's going to let him have power and give him the advantage if he needs to disengage quickly so he can go one way or the other. And look at that. Because of that, he was able to disengage. He was able to get right off of the offensive lineman, and now he's going straight for the running back. So many defensive players and even offensive linemen, they have such bad habits of trying to get their hands outside. That's not where you're powerful. You're powerful when you get your hands inside, right between the numbers. When your hands are on the shoulder pads, not only are you not strong there, but it's also easier for your opponent to knock your arms down, to swipe those arms down, and it's going to be much easier to get past you that way. Let me show. Ooh, this is a good angle. I'll show it from here in full speed. And very good wrap-up tackling. I haven't mentioned that before, but that is one thing we've also seen consistently is very good wrap-up tackling. He's not just hitting. He's wrapping you up. And you know, the big hits that they always make the highlight reels, but the only problem with that is players can bounce off of that a little bit easier and make big plays, but that's not what he does. He wraps you up and makes sure he's going to get you on the ground. And he's still crushing you because he's a big dude. So, yeah. All right, there's one more play I want to take a look at, so let me go ahead and find that real quick. All right, so let me actually rewind it a little bit more. Okay, cool. We'll go full screen here. This is going to be the last play. Let me slow it down real quick. This is one thing I definitely loved seeing before the play. This is something that a lot of defenses aren't good about doing, and it's very subtle. But before the play, just this right here, the fact that he's communicating with his teammate, that's something that is extremely important on defense. Communication is so important, especially on defense. You guys have to be on the same page, and I love that he is taking the time to communicate with the defensive lineman there. Jesus. And he's going to feign like he's going to blitz. He's going to come up to the edge. But really, he's going to drop back the second the play starts. I'm going to go full speed because that's something I haven't seen from him, and it kind of shocked me, was his acceleration. He's not super fast, but he can get there quickly in short bursts. Holy shit. Look at that. That's a lot faster than I thought he was capable of. I didn't know he had that kind of speed in him. He hadn't really shown that too much in the rest of this film. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Dolphins fan, so I don't see a lot of Blake Martinez. So I know of him, of course, because he's a fantastic player. But I didn't know he had that kind of burst in him. I knew he was a great tackler. I knew he read his keys very well, and I knew he was athletic. I never thought he was slow, but I didn't know he had that sort of burst in him. Like, holy shit. He's fired up about it, too. You should be. I am, too. Show it from this angle. Couldn't really see it there, but honestly, I kind of want to see that again from the other angle. He hits him kind of hard, too. Drove him back, too. It's going to be a loss of yardage on the play. Very good play. And also, like I've been saying before, another really good read. He read that to a T. He knew exactly what the offense was trying to do. And he read it perfectly. Overall, this was actually a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching Blake Martinez. He pretty much tore it up against the Denver Broncos. This is only one game. What was he last year? Like number 2 in tackles, I believe it was. This dude is insane. He's a monster. Well, I think even before doing this, I already thought he was one of the most underrated defensive players in the NFL. But now it's even more apparent. And I also definitely see why you guys wanted me to take a look at him. I wasn't planning on doing anybody that wasn't a rookie outside of the Dolphins this year. But y'all kept asking for it. And that Darnell Savage video is by far the most successful video on my channel. Like, it's not even close. I think it's sitting at over 2,000 right now, and for a channel my size, I only got 41 subscribers. That's massive. So, yeah, you guys kept asking for it, so I did it. And I can't thank you guys enough for that video blowing up like it did. It actually shocked me. It's crazy, because I was looking at it when it happened. I was sitting at like 400 views one day. Like, I checked it that morning, and it hadn't checked it later. And then when I went back on it, literally later that same day, it was at 1,000. And I was like, wait, are my eyes lying to me right now? Like, and now it's at something like 2,000, over 2,000, something like that. It's crazy. Definitely very grateful for that. And so I had to do this. I had to do this at some point. So I don't know when this will get released. Hopefully either tonight or tomorrow morning. I definitely want it to come out before they play the Eagles. Hopefully I can make that happen. So, yeah. The Packers, anyway. The Packers playing the Eagles. Had to specify because the Dolphins also play the Eagles later this season, but whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification if you haven't already. Share if you want to. I'd love that. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.